your rights. Come on, get up, stand up. No, don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Come on, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. And don't give up the fight.
Thousands of worshippers gathered in Rio de Janeiro's iconic Copacabana beach to honor Afro-Brazilian sea goddess Yemanya ahead of the new year. Followers dressed in white sang and danced around the statue. We are going to leave you here with this report and slip into a short break. Stay with us. This is We On. I'm Shivan.
Welcome to Jamaica from the Outside, where Jamaican roots run deep and wide, celebrating stories, flavors, and adventures. From home and across the world, let's dive in. Hi family, happy Emancipation Day. In this episode, we will be taking a quick look at the Emancipation celebration that took place today in Old Harbour, St. Catherine.
All pirates, yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. it, but my hands were made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom?
Sailing out on a trip so rough and long, and so far from home, oh Baba, and so far from shore. Yes, I set out in search of a reason to go on, and never found it in the eyes of. Oh, I want to know this, are you? Oh, but you can't sing it with me. Oh, and say no matter.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had a great Emancipation Day. Please let me know in the comment section if there was anything special that you did, any special way that you celebrated. I'd be so happy to hear from you. Until next time, ciao!
The Cultural Development Foundation, CDF, has entered the second 3-year phase of emancipation through the government under the theme, Understanding Our Past to Create a Pathway for Our Future. CDF Senior Media and Communications Officer Ryan Germain shared some of the activities that they planned for Emancipation Day, August 1st.
One, we're going to light up the emancipation murals on Jabati Street. So, of course, during the night, everyone can see it. And of course, added to that, there will be some, of course, additional technology added to it, which is animations in the form of augmented reality. Follow that, we have, for the 1st of August, we're going to have the first ever Roso-Cade, which is basically a parade of Laros groups from Viewfort to Castries. And we're going to culminate with a mini parade from Serenity Park to Constitution Park. And that will all be, of course, will close up the evening for the 1st of August with, of course, musical performances by our artists and dancers.
He stated that throughout the month, they will be having educational and celebrative festivities.
Such as they're going to have the replaying of past emancipation lectures, and, of course, the new inclusion of the emancipation in our history curriculum. That is one thing that is going to be a big plus to us. And of course, a youth debate, which will be a new to emancipation celebrations. Hopefully we end emancipation celebrations on Saturday 30th in Labrie with La Rose. And of course, if you are La Rose or La Marguerite, you should maybe come out and support one of your national flower festivals, as we are the only country in the world to have 2 indigenous flower festivals as part of our culture.
Germain noted that this year's celebration will be large and built on the key factors: legacy, engagement, and celebration.
Well then, I grade. Me need ya, hey, I need some herb in my brain. So bring the medication for my brain.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you.
Break up all the circles and the chain. Hey, no, this could never be no man killer. Good for my head, so me call it as the man killer. When me ill, you know me never need a painkiller. It's quite exciting, me call it as the man chiller. Give me good man, so me not think illa. What a inspiration, fit on a sound killer. Fit the pagan, me spark it like a 9 miller. Fi fight the liquor and the coke, ganja and the pillar. That's why me need some herb in my brain. So bring the medication for my brain to heal the one.
Greetings again, brothers and sisters and cousins in the other races who support our struggle for economic equality with the other races. This video is to two main things. The first is to celebrate the emancipation of the ending of chain slavery in the British colonies. The British slave masters, the ruling class, ended chain slavery, chattel slavery, and replaced it with capitalism or wage slavery. The other thing in this video, the other leading part of this video is to celebrate the 4th anniversary of the Black Economic Network channel. And our main activity for this year has been the preparation to plant the Afro EconTube, kind of a mini YouTube with the focus on economic liberation, economic equality for the African race, Continental Afrikans and Diasporan Afrikans, and especially when it comes to the encouragement of business, the planting and growing of business, and to achieve economic independence in the countries where we are, especially in the countries where we are the majority, but also in our communities. Most of this year so far has been working on the Afro Economic Tube, and in video, recent video 76, I think, I had a segment with more details about this project. And the main thing I will do now is just to give you a quick update of what we have been doing and where we are. The first thing is that the website, this SMP social media platform, is almost done. And for the rest of this year, I will be testing it mainly with, it's not completely done, almost done, and I'll be testing it mainly with this website, the Black Economic Network channel. I will be putting videos on it as a complement to YouTube. I will continue putting videos on YouTube, and I want to emphasize that this the Afro Economic Tube is not intended to be a substitute for YouTube. It's a complement. People who we invite, and people will be invited, content creators who are interested, are mostly dealing with business. They have their own business that they're promoting, or they're advertising other people's business, and also dealing with economic liberation of the African race at home and abroad. We will invite some of them who are willing to invest a small amount in the project and to make their participating in the project as part owners. And so website is done. It's a complement, intended to be a complement to YouTube or whatever, or Facebook or whatever other platform, social media platform that the content creators are on. Also partners, we need business partners, retired people to help to administer the project. So, and of course, it's the main thing is that it's owned, intended to be owned almost exclusively by Continental Africans and Diasporan Africans, to be owned and operated. And you will, most people think that there are no social media platform owned by African individuals or group of Africans. But if you look at the segment where I dealt in details, more details about this issue, there are two, I mentioned two, that I know of in the USA, but they are not focused on economic issues. They are mostly in entertainment and sports. We will also be dealing with entertainment and sports and so on, but the business side, not the performance, not the worker side, that we are mainly the workers and consumers in all of these sectors, but it's the ownership and the business side that we are concerned with. So the plan is for the rest of the year, this year, to test the channel when it's done. Sorry, the website, the social media platform, when it is done, to test it with the Black Economic Network and possibly two other channels whose owners, I know the owners of these other two channels, and if they are willing for me to use it to help in the testing phase. The other thing is that we are setting up the business framework and making other legal preparations to start this project, this SMP. And we continue to make contact with potential partners, small investors, that is invited content creators, and possibly workers and owners. Starting small, everything we do, and we keep emphasizing this, like planting a mango tree, start small and grow, hopefully grow over time. So making contacts, setting up the legal framework, inviting admin coordinators and other team members, and our plan is to launch out, to make it public in the beginning of next year, January 2026. So that's the latest, and I'll keep you updated for the rest of the year on how much progress we are making, and all the best until next time. And thanks again for your viewership, your continued viewership. We have had problems with getting YouTube. Main problem, of course, is that subscribers, including myself and other people who I know, are not being notified about new videos. And I've written YouTube several times, and each time they send and tell me some things to do that I am not able to do it, like making contact with subscribers and telling them to do this and do that. No, I can't do that. And of course, so that's the latest situation. Thanks for your viewership, and we'll keep pushing forward. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, get ready, Toronto. Sankofa Day is marking its inaugural celebration at Sankofa Square with a full day of entertainment, food, art, competition, and best of all, it is free for everyone. The day remembers the horrors of the slave trade and the abolition of it, but also celebrates this dark time in history and what's being done about it today. So joining us live now for a look at what's taking shape for this 13-hour event, kicking off tomorrow at 8 a.m. are Ashley Mackenzie Barnes, Curator of Programming at Sankofa Square, and Ashley Docking, Director of Media and Marketing with Hoop Queens. We've got the two Ashleys with us this morning. Welcome.
Thank
It's
you.
a beautiful day outside. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll start with Ashley. You first, Ashley Mackenzie Barnes.
Yeah.
You're the Director of Programming here. Maybe talk about the significance of Sankofa Day and how it's being recognized globally by UNESCO.
Yeah, it's actually a really great question because we intentionally placed Sankofa Day, the launch of Sankofa Square on Sankofa Day. It's the remembrance of the abolition of the transatlantic slave trade. We thought it was really significant for the work and the kind of like what has gone in thus far into the decolonization of the space, but also it's a time of like celebration as well. And we thought it's a Saturday, it's perfectly aligned. What better time than to launch it on Sankofa Day and then also move it forward as a National Day of Remembrance here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the significance of the word Sankofa from the Econ language of Ghana to go back and get it. And people are going to be getting it tomorrow, aren't they?
All of it.
I love that. And I love that Hoop Queens is part of the celebration. Yeah. Ashley, talk about, first the amazing programming that Hoop Queens does, but what Hoop Queens is offering people tomorrow.
Yeah, so Hoop Queens is the first professional women's basketball league in Canada, and we're so proud to be involved in the Sankofa event because it represents a lot of what we believe in as well, right? Looking back, paying homage, and then also working with a diverse group of individuals, and in our case, doing that through basketball. So for this event, we have a number of things that we're doing that we're encouraging participation from everybody who's going to be there. So we have a bracelet bar, we have a junior Hoop Queen skills competition for 4-year-olds to 14-year-olds. Awesome. We have a skills competition from some of our coaches, as you see Courtney and Kiowa behind us. And we're just going to do a little bit of trivia as well, just adding to the celebratory impact of the event.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I mean, you really got it all. And tomorrow, we can't forget about the music, the celebration. I know Cardinal Official is going to be there, along with some DJs and performances. But there's also going to be kind of like an opening ceremony as well, right?
That's right. So the opening ceremony is at 10. It's led by Indigenous elders, and then we're doing an African acknowledgement. We also have some dignitaries speaking, and there's some special performances that will happen in the first part at 10 a.m. But before that, there's even a run that comes in to kick it off. They come in starting at 8, and they come in at 10 a.m. So they're kind of like bringing in the torch, I say, to light up the ceremony.
Yeah, that's going to look spectacular. I mean, Sankofa Square, right in the heart of downtown tomorrow with the billboards, the city as the background. What time did the basketball festivities kick off, Ashley?
We're there from morning. We're there early on. Our team is going to be there for the whole day. We have programming for, I think, 6 or 7 hours is what we decided upon. So we're going to have a variety of things available, again, for players and participants of all ages, whether you're super experienced like Ashley. Ashley has a couple skills, She can do it 1-2 jump shot if she's ready. So whether you're experienced or whether it's something that you just want to explore and be involved in, we have a little bit of something for everybody.
And I know Hoop Queens is all about, girls, female empowerment, but let's say you're a little boy. Can you join in the basketball there as well?
I think one thing that we've all learned over the last couple of years in particular is like allyship and just a group experience is so important. We don't say that we're a women's basketball league and it's just for women. It's that we center women and we center their experience. But of course, everybody is welcome and everything is about group, community, and diversity.
Yeah, and now that we've got our own women's basketball team, WNBA, Toronto Tempo in town, you guys are fostering the next generation of female basketball stars here on home soil. So that's pretty exciting as well.
Toronto Temple is giving some giveaways too. There's some prizes that these guys are giving away.
Yeah, I hear there's like a really good giveaway bag, right?
Yeah, that's right. And some Toronto Temple merch, some basketballs, some pins. We got a whole bunch of goodies.
Okay, and I understand that you also have a dance party to kick it all off.
Are you leading the charge on that, Ash?
Talk about Moonshine Collective.
Yeah, well, it's actually not the only dance party. So in the daytime, we have a free daytime event called Jerk and Joloff, which is usually a paid party, 19 plus, but tomorrow it's all ages. We want everybody to come out and celebrate. 1 to 4, Jerk and Joloff, 4 to 7, a freak like me. You keep dancing, you take a little break, come back at 9, and you get to dance again with Moonshine, our closing party.
Okay, yeah, a freak like me. You had me at that. Hey, it's a Friday. Thank you so much, Ashley and Ashley. Can't wait. Check it out. Sankofa Day at Sankofa Square tomorrow, 8 a.m. The action starts.
From a morning breakfast sale to a traditional flambeau walk and a captivating cultural showcase in the evening, the town of Grenville was transformed into a hub of cultural pride and celebration last Friday. Held under the theme, Remembering Our Past, Reclaiming Our Roots, Empowering Our Future, the event was hailed a success with attendance exceeding expectations. Chairman of the Emancipation Committee, Livingston Nelson, told GBN News that with continued government support, the event could become a signature celebration for St. Andrew.
This year is a signal that the government has expressed its full interest in ensuring that this become a mainstay on our program and a main focus as we celebrate emancipation. And what we are doing is, it is for sale to ensure that we give it a good start, and I think we have done that so far. We have a long way to go in ensuring that the awareness, the level of awareness, particularly as it relates to emancipation, is there, that we ensure that Grenadians become more conscious of their whole identity, of their culture, and I believe in time it would grow.
He expressed hope that the event will continue to grow in the coming years as the committee aims to educate the public on Grenada's heritage and rich history.
As of now, it is my hope that it would stay in Grenville, and for two main reasons. The first one being that in Grenville, they were the one that actually anchor or started the whole celebration of emancipation in Grenada. So that's the first reason. Secondly, it was twinned with a major celebration, Rainbow City Festival. If you remove that and you bring it to an next parish, what is the justification when, you know, Grenville won in St. Andrew? We were the one that was holding that.
With Emancipation Day now officially observed on August 1st, instead of the first Monday of the month, Nelson responded to concerns that the celebration might overshadow the annual Rainbow City Festival, also held in St. Andrew.
The thing is, if we have to balance it, I believe the focus now on emancipation is a plus for St. Andrew. More economic activities, you know, more focus, and I believe event being organized at a much grander level than if it was just from the parish. That is the first thing, so I believe it is important. Secondly, I also feel that Rainbow City as an item is not dead, because on Sunday there are going to be a series of celebration and celebratory activities taking place here at Grenville and Grenville Car Park, so at the bus terminus. So Rainbow City is not dead. But secondly, twinning emancipation with that celebration, I think is the best thing that could have happened for St. Andrew.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Under this year's theme, Resilience and Renewal, Celebrating Our Strength and Legacy, hundreds gathered in downtown Port-au-Spain for the annual Emancipation Day observance. Executive Chair of the Emancipation Support Committee, Zakia Uzuma Wadada, reflected on the spiritual and cultural significance of the day, saying it is a moment for Africans in the diaspora to reconnect with their roots and draw strength from unity.
One of the important things about today is to help us to reconnect with self. Part of the journey of emancipation is a process of a journey back to self. We have to remember who we were before we were enslaved. Remember what we came from. Remember Ubuntu, that spirit of the African, which says, I am because you are. That spirit of unity, that spirit of caring for each other, that spirit of appreciating each other through all the changing scenes of life and all the challenges.
Minister of Culture and Community Development Michelle Benjamin challenged citizens to see emancipation not as an event, but a responsibility. She said the next generation must know their story didn't begin with slavery and that the movement now calls for justice, dignity, and economic empowerment.
What does emancipation mean in 2025? It must mean economic justice for all. It must mean cultural sovereignty for all. It must mean that no African child in this nation grows up believing that their story began with slavery. It must mean that our communities are not just remembered, they are resourced for us to prosper. That is what it must mean. That our creatives are not just praised, they are protected, and they are economically well off.
Both Minister Benjamin and the ESCTT Executive Chair reminded that the work continues in policy, in culture, and in the hearts of every citizen willing to carry the legacy forward. Mahalia Joseph Horton, TTT News.
Establishing is basically about Guyanese proverbs and personalized gifts, right? But mainly Guyanese proverbs. Here we have one, bush got ears and dirty got tongue. Simply meaning, sometimes you think that what you do or say, nobody hears or sees, but everyone knows your secret, right?
I'm the proud owner of Enchanted Gardens Floral Arts, and we make accessories. We make accessories for hair, and we make accessories to wear. So what you see here, we have earrings, we have necklace sets, we got hair bows, and tons of other stuff. And I'm so happy to see my Guyanese people from all races. They're coming out dressed, they're adorned from head to toe in their African outfits, and they look so beautiful.
I've always loved creating. I've been doing it for about 25 years. I hope that's not telling my age, but I'm really an artist, let me make that clear. But I've been incorporated that into everything else that I do. And lately I started working with fabrics and all these different things, like the polymer clay and the bags. And these are table mats.
It's a celebration of freedom and family.
Let's love one another.
Black communities across the nation observing Juneteenth today, some already marking the celebration this past week, with parades and lots of food and music.
To still come out here to be in the essence of the culture and stuff is just phenomenal.
To be communal, to celebrating the day.
It's like we celebrate 4th of July, Juneteenth is the same thing as that.
On June 19, 1865, in the waning days of the Civil War, the last enslaved people learned about their freedom when Union soldiers reached Galveston, Texas, announcing the Emancipation Proclamation President Lincoln had signed 2.5 years before. In 2021, then-President Biden made Juneteenth a federal holiday with Opal Lee by his side. The now 98-year-old activist spent decades working to make Juneteenth a national observance.
It is a community and a family type of holiday.
Harvard professor Annette Gordon-Reed wrote the book on Juneteenth.
How do you encourage people to celebrate the holiday?
To use it as a day for young people to think about their family history and maybe interview older members of their family and sort of keep the chain together.
With major American companies following the Trump administration's lead and rolling back diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, some Juneteenth events this year had to press on without big backers.
But this is a holiday that we can celebrate on our own, and we should continue whether we're sponsored or not.
The organizer of Atlanta's Juneteenth Parade and Music Festival says that hurdle is not a roadblock.
This event stands on freedom. Freedom for everyone, everywhere, all the time.
Now, even with the downsizing that we're seeing, there are still going to be these community picnics and art shows and pageants all over the country today. And we've learned that tonight, Galveston, Texas will host former President Biden at its Juneteenth observance at a local church that played a key role over time in that city's journey from slavery to freedom. Craig?
Aaron Gilchrist there on the reason for the federal holiday. Aaron, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you.